My name is Olenjolaim TAYAI or teacher Olenjolaim TAYAI from beautiful, fantastic country. This is called the Tanzania. This is our national flag. Once you see this flag, you have to know that this is our beautiful, blessed, and wealth country. That's called Tanzania. I would like to take this chance and this moment to welcome you onto our online platform, okay? Onto our online school that called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolaim, right? Olenjolaim, there's no M. So in square bracket you find, it's like a square bracket in matrices, Olenjolaim. Simultaneously, I would like to welcome you onto our official YouTube channels as called Tanzania Online or Level Set School in square bracket Olenjolaim. Well, so this is an online ordinary secondary school. It's not a physical school, so you'll never find anywhere else that physically, but it's local ordinary secondary schools with the mindset of the national for the entire nations of the United Republic of Tanzania. Well, I would like to remind you the vision that God has revealed in my mind so that I took steps to begin this program. The Lord who has called me in teaching ministry has told me that I should prepare or I should teach, I should prepare by different methodologies the mindset of some special students or some students who will be ready and they will be ready to learn on how to take the classroom instructions in both mathematics, in physics, chemistry, and biology, and combine that knowledge obtained in the classroom instructions, like the one that I'm going to give you, with the knowledge of the spiritual knowledge. It means the Word of God, spiritual knowledge of the Word of God. So you combine them together, you change the world in order to solve the real life problems. So the vision is this one. We like to teach students basically about physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and then also and we teach them also the Word of God from the Bible. We teach them how to combine these two knowledge and solve a real life problem, prepared or special or dedicated to him or her in his community or in the entire country or in any region. So that is what in our mind. So our main objective in this ordinary education, online ordinary education, is not to teach students to pass exams. That's one of our specific objectives. Our main objective in this platform is to see our students during the year ordinary, when they continue with ordinary secondary education, they can solve real life problems. Or after graduations, they go and seek real life problems and solve according to the knowledge which they have extracted in school, in science, mathematics, and the Word of God. We have some specific objective. One of them is we like to help our students to understand, to pass well all the test exams, all the terminal exams, all the annual exams, all the pre-mock exams, mock exams, next exam, even the certificate secondary education examination will help you to pass. Will help you also to get the certificate with a good academic performance or with excellent academic performance. Will be also teach you how to love physics, how to love chemistry, how to love biology, how to love mathematics in general, and how to pursue your own vision. So, in order for us to be connected or to go together, I would like to remind you that you should have this textbook, right, in your hands. You should have a textbook. You should have at least one question and answers book, right? In case you don't have this book, you can order them. Just click the buttons of show more, so you can order them and they can ship in any country. This is one of reference book, Physics Form 1 and Form 2, and it contains Archimedes principle of law of rotation. Okay. So again, another thing which I want to, piece of information I want to give you, according to the educational system in our country, possibly 70% of students who used to be enrolled in Form 1, they come from Swahili primary schools. And maybe the remaining 30% are from English medium primary school. So because the high percentage they have been learning science and mathematics in Swahili. We'll be using to teach all the topics of physics for the Form 1. We have how many topics? We have 9 topics, right? Until light, from introductions to physics until the last topic, which is the 9th, is called the light. We'll be teaching our students in 2 languages, English and Swahili. So these materials might be relevant or might be useful to any students around the world, even those who are not Swahili speakers, because I'll be writing everything in English. I'll be beginnings explaining in English, and then I'll translate in Swahili. So to have those students to adapt the English learning system slowly. But from Form 2 onwards, I'll be teaching you in pure English. I won't speak any Swahili word. Right? So, napenda kukaribisha ndugu mtazamaji au wanafunzi wanaokuwa wanatazama video hii. Jina langu mimi naitwa Mwalimu Olenjolaim TAYAI kutoka katika nchi ya Tanzania. Hii ndio nchi yangu nzuri sana, naipenda na nakaribisha naye pia kama ni mgeni. Napenda kukaribisha katika shule yangu au katika shule ya kwetu ya kwenye mtandao inaitwa Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School katika mabano ya mraba Olenjolaim. Na pia napenda kukaribisha katika YouTube channel yetu ambayo inaitwa Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School katika mabano kuna Olenjolaim. Hapo ndipo utakapotupata. Sasa hivi tunakuta kwenye YouTube, lakini baadaye tutaendelea kuongeza maeneo mengine mbalimbali ambayo unaweza ukawa unatupata. Katika shule hii tunafundisha masomo makubwa matatu kwa sasa, lakini kuna mengine pia yataongezeka na kuna idara kubwa 3. Lakini kabla sijakueleza kwamba katika hizo idara tunafundisha masomo gani, naomba nikukumbushe maono ambayo Mungu ameyaweka ndani ya moyo wangu kwa ajili ya huduma hii ya ualimu. Mungu amenisemesha kwa sauti dhahiri kabisa ya kwamba Olenjolaim mwanangu, ninakupa kusudi langu la kuwafundisha wanafunzi wa Kitanzania ambao wako tayari, na mimi nimewaandaa, yeye mwenyewe amewaandaa mioyo yao kuchukua maarifa inayotoka kwenye elimu wanayoipata darasani kwenye masomo ya hisabati na science, kujumlisha na maarifa ya elimu ya neno la Mungu au elimu ya ufalme wa mbinguni, alafu kutatua matatizo ya kwenye jamii wanayotoka au katika nchi nzima au katika mkoa au katika mji. Hayo ndio maono ambayo Mungu ameweza kuweka ndani ya moyo wangu. Kwa hiyo lengo kuu la huduma hii ni kuona wanafunzi wetu wakiwa bado wanasoma au baada ya kumaliza hata wa kidato cha kwanza wanafikiria kutatua matatizo. Kwa hiyo ni mchakato, kwa sababu wewe nitakufundisha kidato cha kwanza, cha pili, cha 3 na cha 4 mpaka tukifika kidato cha 4 nimeshabadilisha kabisa fikra zako, na hayo ndio maombi yangu, na wewe pia ujiombee hivyo. Shabadilisha fikra zako kabisa. Sawa? Kwa hicho ndio ambacho kitakachokuja, ndicho hayo ndio maono ambayo Mungu ameweza kuyaweka ndani ya moyo wetu. Lakini pia tuna malengo mbalimbali kama kusaidia kufaulu testi zako, kufaulu terminal exam, kufaulu mtihani wa mwisho wa mwaka, wa kutoka ngazi kidato kimoja kwenda kidato kingine, na tutakusaidia pia uweze kumaliza vizuri na kufanya vizuri mitihani yako ya taifa, kidato cha 2 na kidato cha 4, ufanye vizuri uweze kuendelea na masomo. Haya ni baadhi ya malengo tu ambayo yapo ndani ya moyo. Lengo kuu wewe kuona kwamba unatatua matatizo ambayo kwenye jamii ya ngazi yako ambayo upo kwa sasa. Sasa tuna idara 3, kuna idara ya physics, kuna idara ya chemistry, kuna idara ya basic mathematics. Okay? Leo hii tuko katika idara ya physics. Masomo ni physics na topic inaitwa Archimedes principle and law of rotations. Tumeshaanza hii topic na hii ni mada kwa ajili ya kidato cha kwanza au pre-form 1. Manake au awali, wanafunzi awali wa kidato cha kwanza, na pia ajili ya au nita darasa la 9. Hiki ni kipindi cha 4 ambacho nafundisha Archimedes principle, ambayo nilianza kwenye kipindi cha 3 katika lugha ya Kiingereza na Swahili. So yeah, welcome. This is we have 3 departments. We have departments of physics. We teach 4 subjects, and the subject of the day today is physics for the Form 1, right? And then the topic is a physics topic. It's called Archimedes principle and law of rotation. And I would like to do the quick review. Fanye marudio ya ili tuunganishe somo lililopita na somo hili la leo. Kwa hiyo tulisoma session 03A na 03B. Baada yanapatikana katika YouTube channel. Kisha naangalia hayo kabla hujaja. So these sessions of the video lectures of Archimedes principle from video lecture 00, the general introduction of physics from 1 to 03B are still in our official YouTube channel, so you can watch them at any time. So, in lecture 3, we began to teach you about Archimedes principle. Okay? State Archimedes principle. Should not forget this principle, Archimedes principle. So, what did we say? So, we realized that first of all, we've been dealing with weight of what? Weight uzito of a body, right? In air, right? In air. We've been dealing with weight, okay, of a body, of a substance in water. And then we'll be dealing with a terminology called the earth thrust, right? And this earth thrust for this moment, or even before, we used to call it apparent loss in what? In weight. So this is apparent loss in weight of 40 of the body. But also, so according to Archimedes now, we think that if you do remember, this earth thrust is equal to what? Is equal to weight of 40 of liquid or fluid, liquid, special fluid, okay? Fluid what is placed. Kwa haya ndio tuliokuwa tumeyasoma. Kama unataka undani zaidi, kaangalie kipindi cha 3A na kipindi cha 3B bado kipo. Leo, today, I want to take you on to Archimedes principle and finish it. And if the time will allow me, I will produce also, yes, and finish it, okay? Okay. So, I would like to begin with Archimedes principle. Still have one point that I needed to do, okay? So, let us begin with the question. With the question, right? And this question said that state Archimedes principle. Okay? Just want to refer one of the question book. So a question, and this question, we say that we refer nectar from 2, of 2016, question number 8, and you find the review book, page 77. And the question, I want us to focus on question 8A, right? That state Archimedes principle. So I would like to state this principle first. State Archimedes principle. State Archimedes principle at the question. Okay? So, as I stated it in the previous session, kama nilivyosema kwamba kanuni au sheria ya Archimedes inasema hivi. Archimedes principle state that let me quote, when a body is partially or totally immersed, kama kitu immersed, kama kitu kikichukuliwa kikazamishwa nusu au chote in a fluid, katika kimiminika au gas, hicho kitu it experiences what? An earth thrust. Hicho kitu pata kani msukuma kuelekea juu. That is equal. This upthrust, that is equal to it. That is equal to the weight. Weight of the fluid. Weight of the fluid displaced. Remember that fluid means what? It can be either liquid or gas. Remember that, fluid. This can be either liquid or gas. So that the definitions of what, or the way that we state Archimedes' principle. So when a body is partially or totally immersed in a fluid, this body experiences what, an upthrust that is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. So this is a very interesting principle. I like it because it's the one that will explain to you how ships and boats navigate in oceans without thinking. So, note, kumbuka haya yafuatayo. We say that apparent loss in weight, kupungua kwa uzito wa kitu of a body in a fluid which is temporarily lost, right, in the fluid. We say this is equal to the upthrust. So this is talking about the solid body. What does it mean? Manake kwa mfano kama una ndoo yako hapa ambayo ina maji. Sawa. So you have your bucket. This is part A and this is part B. I want you to learn physics and I will simplify it as well as I can. Kwa hapa hakuna licho, hakuna milo kwa imezamishwa. Hapa sasa hivi tunazamisha jiwe. Unazamisha jiwe. Kwa unachukua jiwe, unazamisha. Kwa maana yake ujazo wa maji unaongezeka. Na ni kweli kabisa, unaweza kufanya hilo jaribio. Okay? Sasa hapa ninachosema kwamba uzito wa hili jiwe, this is the stone in air, right? Kumbuka, this is stone, lakini in air, ambao huu uzito unaita W1. Alafu tuna uzito wa hili jiwe called W2. Sasa apparent loss in weight, kwamba uzito, kumbuka we said W2 is always less than W1. So the weight of the body of the stone, partially immersed or totally immersed, that is totally immersed in a liquid, is always less than in a fluid. It's always suppose that this is water. Is always less than the weight of 40 of the stone in air. So if that the case, if we take the weight of the stone in air minus weight of the stone in liquid, I told you, and I'd like to remind you, this is what we call the upthrust. So, naita nini? Upthrust, nguvu msukumo wa juu. Sababu hiyo upthrust ina act siku zote kuelekea juu. So this is what we call the upthrust. Because thrust ni force, up maana yake ni kuelekea juu. Hiyo ni point ya kwanza. Tulielekezana na mimi nilielewa. Kama hujaelewa, niulize kwenye comment sections. I explained to you, I gave you examples in session 1, 2, 3, and 4, you understood. So today I want to add one point according to this Archimedes principle. So it will be the second point that you have to note. So we say that when a body is partially or totally immersed in a fluid, this body experiences an upthrust that is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. Here, what do we notice? First of all, mean that this what we notice. Number one, weight. First of all, weight of the fluid, weight of the body in air reduced, temporary reduced, no, in water, in fluid, temporarily reduced, to get apparently loss in weight of 40 of the body in the fluid. That's number one. Number two, pia kuna kiasi cha fluid ambacho kinachobi displaced kutoka kwenye original space. Unaweza kuona kwamba hii level hapa naita A, hii level hapa naita B, kuna maji yanaongezeka. So it means that the fluid will be examined. Fluid is what displaced. Okay? Fluid is what displaced. What it means, so it means it has been displaced from its original point, because suppose this is just the issue of sketching. Or you can even have a sketch like this one. It's like a chora. Can you tell you where fananisha is or no? Where chora is fanani? Okay? Okay? So that is. Kwa hiyo inaitwa the fluid displacement. Kwa hapa tunasema hii ni point B. Point A. So tunasema kwamba kwa mfano fluid ambayo naipata kwa kuchukua level B to level A, tunaita nini? Fluid. Displaced fluid. Sasa pia nasema Archimedes, hiki kiasi cha fluid cha kimiminika kilichoondolewa kutoka kwenye eneo lake, pia weight yake, maana nasema uzito wake, weight wake, kami yake ni sawa sawa na nini? Sawa sawa na point muhimu sana. Point muhimu sana. Sawa sawa na uzito, sawa sawa na kani msukumo ya kuelekea juu. Kwa kulingana na Archimedes, we have a second note. So, according to Archimedes, according to Archimedes principle, according to Archimedes principle, sielezea hivi vitu kwa kipindi kilichopita. The weight of fluid displaced, uzito wa kimiminika kilichoondolewa, right? Displaced after what? After partially or totally immerse what? Immerse a solid or a substance or a body in it. This is equal to what? Is equal to abstract. In short, we say kwamba, we say this one. We say this abstract is equal to weight of the fluid displaced. Very important. Displaced. Okay? That's the point you have to remember. If this is the point, tunasemaje? Kama abstract lazima iwe sawa na weight of the fluid displaced. Maana abstract iko sawa na vitu viwili. Abstract ni sawa na apparent loss in weight, maana uzito wa kitu leo umepungua baada ya kusafishwa kwenye kimiminika. Lakini pia abstract ni sawa sana uzito wa maji ambaye yameweza kuondolewa kutoka kwenye nini? Nafasi yake. Kwa lazima ukumbuke hizi formula mbili. Okay? Lazima ukumbuke hii point na lazima ukumbuke pia hii point. These points are very important. Huu ndo msingi wa kuelewa Archimedes principle. na ndicho kitu kikubwa ambacho Archimedes amekileta duniani. Okay. So upthrust is equal to what? Apparent loss in weight of the body in fluid. Then again, upthrust is equal to what? Is equal to weight of the fluid displaced by the body, which is partially or totally immersed not in the fluid. So if that's the case, we did 6 examples, and one I left as a homework. Did you do my homework? I didn't see your submissions on the comments. Make sure that you submit your comment. Submit your work on the comment section of this video, of the previous video. So this will be example 7. Example 7, say that refer physics, form 1 and 2. Students smoke. On page 49. This question, let me show you. Because some other students, they used to say that, oh, sir, you are lying. So this is question 2, right? State Archimedes' principle: a solid body weighs 30 newtons in air, but when it is completely immersed in water, the body weighs 12 newtons. Calculate the apparent loss in weight of a body and the volume of water displaced. It is pure Archimedes' principle. Questions about Archimedes' principle. So this is question what? Question 2. So let us write the questions. There's 2 parts and enjoy it. There are 3 parts. First of all, the questions ask a student, state Archimedes' principle. Pause the video and then try to state Archimedes' principle. Simamisha video hii unaendelea kuangalia, alafu ujiulize hili swali. Nini maana ya kanuni au iseme kanuni ya Archimedes' principle? Baada hapo unaweza kaendelea kuangalia kama uko sahihi, kama tulivyoisema katika kipindi kilichopita muda mfupi wa kumepita. Kwa hivyo unavyojipima kama endapo unakumbuka vitu unavyokuwa unafundisha. Kwa uhakikishe kwamba kila wakati unachukua karatasi, unaandika, alafu unabonyeza button ya kuendelea, unaendelea kuangalia. So make sure that I want students who are active. The way you activate yourself, that once I put a question there, you have to take a piece of paper and write the answer yourself, and then so you continue to see the correction. That's how we learned, and that's how even myself I learned. So the first question states Archimedes' principle. Then the second question, the second part of the question say that a solid body weighs 30 newton, right? 30 newton in air. But when it is completely immersed in water, the body weighs 12 newton. So calculate the apparent loss. Apparent loss in weight. This is simple for my student. The weight of the body. I'm sorry, today my voice is not good, but don't worry. Of the body, you'll get everything that God has prepared for you. And the volume of water displaced. And the volume of water displaced. Volume of water displaced. That's the question. State Archimedes principle. This is homework. I leave it to you. This is homework 4. Then I want to solve for the second part. Hiyo ni kazi ya nyumbani. Hakikisha unairudia kila wakati hiyo kanuni ya Archimedes mbaki inakaa katika akili yako, kwa sababu utahitaji katika safari yako ya maisha. Kumbuka pia kwamba hivi tunavyokufundisha utavihitaji kuvitumia katika ngazi nyingine za elimu, kidato cha pili, cha tatu, cha nne, cha tano, cha sita, au kienda diploma mwaka wa kwanza. Manake stashahada mwaka wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu katika kada za uhandisi na science utahitaji vitu. Lakini pia ukienda chuo kikuu, manake ukienda ngazi ya shahada utahitaji vitu. Keep these informations, that are very important. Nobody who told me when I was learning Archimedes principle I will encounter it in my future life, but I realized that I wanted it. I thank God because I didn't ignore it, but I collected the information as well as I can. So let us do this question. Solid body, weight, stated unit. Solution. Solution manake ni njia. Manake kitu kina uzito au kina kani ya 30 Newton katika hewa, lakini baada ya kuzamishwa katika maji kitu kikawa na uzito wa Newton 12 au kani 12. Calculate apparent loss in weight of the body and the volumes of the water displaced. Utafuata hatua. First stage. Tell your neighbor first stage, or say yourself first stage. The first stage, you have to write data given. Tuangalie taarifa tulizopewa, data given, right? So the data given there, we can summarize like this. Weight of the body in air, which is equal to W1, this is equal to 30 Newton. Again, we have what? Weight of a body in a fluid or in water. And this we can label as W2. This is equal to what? 12 Newton. We have two questions. Calculate apparent loss in weight. So apparent loss, say apparent loss in weight, and loss in weight of what? Of the body. This is equal to what? We say it is equal to earth thrust. It's equal to earth thrust. So it's equal to earth thrust. This is what required. Again, the second part of the question and the volume of the water displaced. So we have to find volume. Volume of water displaced. Water displaced. This is calculate V. So this is what required. Required manake inahitajika kutafuta. Hiyo ndo hatua ya kwanza. Second stage, tunafanya sehemu moja baada ya nyingine. Second stage, we say that we have to recall the concepts of what of earth thrust. We have to recall kwamba we say earth thrust is equal to the weight of the body in air minus weight of the body in water for that case, or earth thrust or apparent loss in weight. Simple. Weight of the body in air, we given 30 Newton. The weight of the body in water, it is 12 Newton. Answer, it is 18 Newton. So apparent loss in weight of a body. Fantastic. Physics ni tamu. kushauri mpende haitokutupa kwenye maisha yako. Wasema apparent loss in weight, therefore apparent loss in weight kwa uzito of the body is what? 18 Newton. 18 newtons. Right? Kwa hiyo ndo apparent weight. Apparent loss in weight of what? Of a body. Tumeelewana? Una swali au hujaelewa, uliza katika comment section. So that one was not a concept. Kwa swali kama hili tunaita ni concept kwa sababu sema concept maana yake ni swali lenye mtego na kitu fulani hapa ambacho lazima ukielewe, na mtego uko kwenye volume of water displaced. Kwa inachotajika ni volume, maana yake ujazo. So you go for the third step, hatua tatu. Okay? Hatua tatu, we say that you have to recall this concept. Recall what? Archimedes principle. What did Archimedes say? Archimedes what? Principle. What did Archimedes say? Archimedes said that earth thrust is related with what? Weight, not volume. Weight of the fluid displaced. Weight of the fluid displaced. So from this formula, we say that now we obtain weight of the fluid. Weight of the fluid displaced after body displaced after body is immersed in liquid. We found this 18 Newton. So, naomba nisifute swali liache, afuta hapa. If you didn't finish, I want to click there. I want to leave the question so you can see. If you didn't finish, you can copy. You can pause the video and copy it. Then let us continue. So if that's the case, we say that we have our earth thrust, which is equal to 18 Newton, right? 18 Newton. And then we say that we need to find the volume. Tukatafute ujazo. Atabi sasa. If you do remember that, au kulingana pia na hili swali, tumepewa kwamba gravitational pull, gravitational force ni 10 Newton per kilogram. Given. Is equal to 10 Newton per kilo. Newton per kilo. Okay? Good. So we know the weight. What the relationship between weight and the mass? Yeah. Uzito wa kitu au kani ya kitu usema vipi na uzito. Right? So we have a fantastic formula. We say that mass times gravity is equal to weight. Mboka. Let me write it. Weight of a body is the product of what? Mass of the body times acceleration gravity. Right? So for that case, so this will be what the first step. Okay? For this case, we said that weight of the water displaced, weight of the water displaced is equal to product between mass of the body and what? And gravity. So what the weight The weight we found in previous section, that is 18. So this mass is a known. We are looking for the mass. Then gravitational force, it is 10 Newton kilo. So this is question mark. So we say that here you may do two things. Number one, we divide by 10 Newton, both sides. 10 Newton. So this Newton cancel. Newton and Newton cancel. 18 over 10 is equal to 1.8. So 1.8, 10 times m, it is what? 10 m, right? 10 m. And then at distance and distance cancel. So finally, we remain with mass per kilogram. So we can apply this kilogram to both cells. Right? So mass is equal to 1.8. Mass of the body is equal to 1.8 kilogram. So this is what we call mass of the body. It's equal to 1.8 kilogram. But its weight is 18. So you have to understand the difference between height and the weight and the mass. If that the mass, then I want to go. Kwa hatua nne tunasema kwamba kani ya kitu ni sawasawa na masi yake au uzito wake mara acceleration gravity ambayo ipo ndani ya Newton. Kiasi cha maji kilichoondolewa baada ya kuzamisha hicho kitu ni zao kati ya mass pamoja na gravity. Tukapata. Baada hapo abstract ni 18 Newton tuitafuta. Baada ya kuitafuta sana gravitational constant tulipewa. Gravitational force like 10 Newton per kilogram tukafanya. Baada ya kupata mass ya body au mass ya kitu ni 1.8 kilo. Unaweza kuona uhusiano kati ya uzito wa kitu pamoja na mass yake. So then tunaendelea. Hatua ngapi? Ya 5. The fifth step. The fifth step we said that recall what? The formula. Formula of what? Of density. Here also we will be given density of what? This is 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. So from previous chapter of Form 1, na tuwa kwenye mada ya density ya kidato cha kwanza, we say density is equal to mass of a volume. Right? So tunasema kwamba na cross multiplication. Fanye hii kae peke yake upande wa kushoto. Kaa peke yake itakuwa volume mara density is equal to mass. So density. This one is density. Okay? So we find the volume of water displaced volume of water displaced by the body, in this case, is equal to mass over density. Okay, over density. So then volume of water, what the mass? 1.8 kilogram. What is the density? Density is 1,000 kilogram per meter cubic. Kilogram cancel. So it means it's 1.8 of what? 1,000, but here we have per meter. Don't you copy the question? It's the same question that we are solving. So then volume of water displaced for this case is equal to 1.8 over 1,000. But this per meter cubic, answers and per meter cubic, we turn in per meter cubic like this. So say volume of the water displaced volume of water displaced is 0. It's 1.8 over 1,000. So 0. So we have 1.8 Let me check my computation. 1.8 over 1,000. The answer is 1.8. So it's a small number, 1.8. This 1.8 exponent -3. But this is what? Meter cubic. But we know that you are not familiar with exponentiation. So simply that the volume will be 0, 0, 0, 1.8 meter. So volume of water displaced is 0.018. Okay, so this is the end of this session 4 of about Archimedes principle. It doesn't mean that's the end. Manake sio mwisho kusema kwamba na mwisho kujifunza unaweza ukaendelea kujifunza wazo au kipengele cha Archimedes principle vizuri, lakini hiyo na mwisho. Kipindi kinachofuata nitakufundisha juu ya relative density kisha of course. Okay, in the next sessions I'll be teaching you the lecture 5 or session 5, which is called the relative density. Don't miss it. Make sure that you be there, and make sure also you share these contents with your colleagues. Make sure you subscribe for you to get notification. We have more than 500 videos in this channel. Also, in case you want to offer your family in St. Stephen, then you can offer through that telephone number. And I thank you. Keep on inviting people who have the same passion or who are studying under this level at this moment and even if in near future. So I thank God who prepared me, and thank God who have given me strength to do this, and I thank God for His faithful, and I thank you also for taking your time to be with me. I'm really praying for you to be alive and to be active once we begin learning this stuff. So may God bless you, and see you in the next session.